Sup mates, this is the prologue to Whispers in Maple Hallow. Please give a like and follow/sub if you enjoyed. God bless. Title: Echoes of Isabel. The hallway is dim, the kind of quiet that doesn't feel earned. Derek stands at the bedroom door longer than he should, hands still resting on the knob, listening, not for anything in particular, but because something feels unfinished. Down the hall, the soft murmur of Emma's white noise machine shuffles against the hush. The light beneath her door seeps faint and warm. Safe. Normal. He walks barefoot across the hardwood floor, stepping around one of Emma's stuffed animals that she never quite makes it to bed with. A soft clunk from the back porch door. Wind, maybe. This house always creaks when the weather swings. He passes the entry table. Isabel's keys are still there. Her shoes, tan leather flats with a scuffed toe, lined up neatly beside the umbrella stand. Her car's in the driveway. Purse hung on the chair back. But she isn't. He checks the laundry room, the garage, the bathroom, their bedroom again. Nothing. On the kitchen counter, her journal sits open. A swirl of ink trails off mid-sentence, the pen resting sideways, like she meant to come back in just a second. It's near. I can feel the veil. He touches the page. It's warm. Not from the air. From something else. There's a smell, too. Burnt wood? No, not smoke. It's too sharp. Like the char from old incense sticks. The back door is open. Only slightly. Enough to creak when it shifts. He steps onto the porch and stares out at the lawn. It's empty. No wind. No night sounds. Just stillness and that awful feeling in his gut, heavy and gut-level wrong. He doesn't call the police until morning. The porch groans under Derek's weight as he steps out, barefoot on the wood, the night wrapping around him like wet wool. There's no breeze, no cars on the road, just the hum of the distant city filtered through trees and porch screens. He steps off the threshold and walks out into the grass, the dew chilling his bare feet. Eyes sweeping across the yard. Nothing. No shape, no silhouette, not even the rustle of leaves. Just silence. He turns, ready to convince himself she's inside. Maybe she fell asleep reading in Emma's room or took a call and forgot to shut the door. But then he sees it. A trail of prints in the dew, faint, just barely visible under the porch light. Barefoot. Leading from the door to the far edge of the yard. Then they stop. Like whoever made them kept walking, but no longer touched the ground, just floated off. He stands there too long, the back of his neck crawling with something primal and cold. Then the wind comes, a single gust, sharp, earthy, bringing with it the unmistakable scent of burnt pine and damp soil, ash and moss, like a forest that caught fire, long ago. Back inside, he shuts and locks the door. The journal waits for him on the counter. He flips back a few pages. Nothing unusual. Notes about Emma's upcoming recital, a list of groceries. A quote she liked, "What is remembered lives." But every few pages, scribbled in the margins, something else. Fragments. The veil is fraying. They know I'm aware. It calls in symbols. Not words. Hollow, hollow, hollow. I saw the grove. I remember the circle. He flips to the final entry again. The ink dried just long enough ago to blur slightly at the edges. It's near. I can feel the veil. Nothing after that. No date. No time. No signature. Just white space. Derek closes the journal gently. He presses both hands against it, as if that might press some explanation out of it. But the book gives nothing. Neither does the house. Isabel Bennett was never seen again. 6 years later, the house is louder. Not in noise, but in presence. Posters are taped crookedly on Emma's bedroom wall. Old concert flyers she's too young to have attended. There's a ribbon for a school writing contest tacked above her desk. A pair of muddy sneakers sit by the door, where Isabel's shoes once stood. Derek leans on the kitchen counter, watching coffee drip with the slow urgency of someone trying to outrun a thought. He doesn't hear Emma until she's halfway down the hall. "Dad!" He turns. She's in an oversized hoodie, hair half-brushed, clutching her school bag like she's holding a question inside it. "You remember the Rodriguez thing?" she asks. Derek blinks. "What thing?" "The place they're going for fall break." Maple Hallow? That little lodge. He furrows his brow, sets down his mug. Vaguely. Your friend Noah. Yeah. And Sophie's family too. They're all going. She hesitates. I was thinking we could maybe go too. He tilts his head, suspicious of the softness in her voice. What's there? Some TikTok thing in the woods. Emma rolls her eyes. It's not like that. I've been having those dreams again. She says it so plainly, but her hands fidget under the strap of her bag. Derek doesn't answer at first. He looks past her, toward the narrow hallway. Her mother's study is long gone, turned into a storage room. But sometimes, when the light hits that door, it still looks half open. I saw her last week, Emma adds, quieter now. In the woods. In the dream. She didn't say anything. She just pointed. Derek exhales slowly. It was just a dream. Except Sophie's been seeing the same trees. And Noah's been drawing that weird grove again, without remembering. And Liam said his mom's been waking up with. She stops herself. He raises an eyebrow. With what? Emma presses her lips together. Mud. On her feet. Inside the house. Derek studies her for a long moment. It's the kind of silence that would end a conversation in most families, but not here. Here, it deepens. You want to go to the woods where your mother disappeared, he says, not unkindly. Just plainly. I want to go with you, Emma says. I think it's the only place we'll find her. Or at least understand. Derek reaches for his coffee, but his hand never makes it. Instead, it drifts to the phone on the counter. He pulls up the lodge's website. Bear's Paw Retreat. Rustic charm. A perfect autumn getaway. The photo on the landing page is warm and golden. The trees stretch tall behind a fire pit ringed with stumps for seats. The air looks clean. Too clean. Carlos already booked, Emma says quietly. So did James and Elena. We could all go together. Just for a week. Derek doesn't reply. He just clicks book now. The cursor blinks in the booking window like it's thinking for him. Derek stares at the page, long enough that the screen dims. A family of 4 smiles from a promotional banner. Below them, the Bear's Paw Lodge sits snug between 2 sloping ridgelines, half draped in fog. The same kind of place they'd visited the year before Isabel vanished, except this time, the destination wasn't chosen by chance. He taps the screen and selects their dates, 7 days in early October. As he types in their information, a memory surfaces. Isabel humming in the kitchen with the windows open, stirring a pot of stew. The same song Emma sometimes hears in her dreams. When the confirmation email pings, it sounds like a small verdict. That evening, the group chat buzzes to life. J. Parker. We're in. Looking forward to the break. Camping. Maya R. Can't believe we found a week that works for everyone. It's a sign grinning face with smiling eyes. Derek B. Emma's excited. Thanks for the push. Carlos R. Bring boots. Sophie says the woods look different when it rains. Whatever that means. Elena P. Also, has anyone else been dreaming of a church bell? Maya R. Wait. You too. The conversation spins into emojis, inside jokes, and travel prep. But something unsaid pulses beneath it all. Each parent reads the messages more carefully than they admit. Each child senses they're on the edge of something they won't be able to explain away. Later that night, Derek checks in on Emma. She's asleep, one hand tucked beneath her cheek, the other wrapped around the silver locket Isabel left behind. The clasp is broken. It hasn't opened in years, but Emma wears it every night anyway. Derek pulls the blanket up to her shoulder and hesitates before leaving the room. Just for a second, he thinks he hears it again. The humming. Faint. Too soft to be real. But it's coming from inside the walls. Hope you enjoyed this audio. Please like and sub for more. All the best, mates. God bless.